is your buddy Alertwolf here to bring you another movie review this time. And I'm doing it on World War Z. Alright, the zombie world war. Let's get into it. Let's do this. And how can we survive the apocalypse today? Well, the zombie apocalypse. Alright, now this movie is obviously based on the book. Now, I have not read the book. So, unlike other movies that have a pre-established fan base, that sometimes you've been gaining dual split-sides reviews, since I haven't read the book, and have no intention of reading the book, you're not going to get that out of me. This is just going to be a straight-up movie review like I normally do. I will get into a little bit on the zombies themselves, but let's break it down. The story is very, very simple. We have Brad Pitt plays a retired UN investigator, and apparently he's the best of the best, but he's seen his share of shit, so he's retired, living in Philly with his family. It's time, things are starting to get bad in the world. They go for a little trip downtown, and all of a sudden all hell breaks loose. And that's the commercial you see with the cops and the thing, and all of a sudden, zombies appear. Now, we also get an attention to detail out of his character. That he has an attention for detail. Let me rephrase that. Because now I'm only giving away the beginning, guys, and 90% of the beginning was given away in that first commercial. So, as he watches the first dude he sees get attacked by a zombie, he gets bitten. And he just so happened to be listening to some pre-children's song thing. I think it may have come from the doll. And the doll was counting. And it took about to 12 before, and Brad Pitt is paying attention, before this guy became a zombie. That's 12 Mississippi. Before you're one of them. No, like an hour, maybe a day, a few hours. You have to mull over the decision of shooting your buddy or shooting yourself because you're transforming into a zombie. No, 12 seconds is all you have in this movie before you're one of the undead. Now, let me say, for the human race, if that were to happen, imagine this, if the turnover rate for a disease to get sick was 12 seconds before you're beep, that sucks really, really bad. And this is why things go bad real fast. And these zombies aren't motivated to eat flesh. No, they're motivated to attack you to spread the disease, because they're not trying to eat you, but they are trying to bite you. And if they bite you, you become a zombie in 12 seconds. So it's not that they're ripping you apart. They're just biting you and turning you into one of them. Now, that being said, these zombies are freaking super zombies. They are way faster, way stronger than your average zombie. And they're ants. It's like watching a colony of ants. You saw the commercial where they bum rush a wall and they just climbed up each other until they were there. Like, that happened in the movie. I'm not going to say when, but they're like a bunch of ants. Now, because he's such a ex-big shot, and since the world is going down in flames, he gets basically recruited to go back to his job. Now, because of this, he gets rescued. Alright, I'm not going to give away stuff about his family or about too much about the movie, but the gist is they want to track that, and again, all stuff you've seen in the commercials, they want to track down ground zero for the virus, hopefully, and they think it's a virus, right? They don't even know what it is. And hopefully, that'll allow them to figure out a way to try and stop this thing. Okay. So, he unfortunately has to go back to work. It's not something he's looking forward to. It causes a little bit of tension with his family, but she understands, his wife. So he goes forth with with people and a medical investigator and a team of SEAL, I believe it was, not Marines, to try to do just that. And he goes around the globe to different locations, trying to figure this thing out. And that's your movie, you know. That's your movie. He is going through some shit, and you know, and I will say this: there is a scene with a phone call in it, and if I was this guy, I'd have strangled my wife. That's all I gotta say about it. You see that scene, you'll understand what I'm talking about. I might have said something when I had a chance, like crazy, but that's the whole movie, you know. The whole movie is that global trot around the globe to try to find some way to stop this thing. Now, the settings to the movie were great because they were international settings, so we got a vary of different locations, or different styles of locations. And like I said, these zombies are super zombies. I mean, just shooting them in the head, I don't even think that's enough. I mean, there was a scene where a zombie was, the head wasn't cut off, but it was completely burnt, and the fingers, 2 fingers had some flesh on it, and they were still moving. So again, super zombies in this movie were ridiculous. I mean, now I will say this about the way they digitally moved, like the digital effects, I'm not a fan of it. I thought it looked cheesy and fake and like too much, like too superhuman. However, what saved the zombies in this movie, in my opinion, were the actual acting. The zombies were creepy as shit. And the human actors really did a great job choreographing those zombie scenes. Those like misshapen movements were really done well. Some of the best misshapen acting I have seen, you know, so that was pretty good. The human zombies versus the digital zombies, I think, saved the day. Now, however, I still think they're way too powerful. They're way too strong. They swarm on you. They're like ants. And it's not that they have physical strength, like they're gonna rip you apart, but they have like ridiculous agility. And like, I guess like a zombie, no, really, like bullets don't really affect them. You know what I mean? Like they're not even slowing these things down. That's my thing. They're just too fast. You know? But you know, I mean, I guess that's what it is for this movie. So, you know, there's not much more I can say about that. But yeah. Super zombies, they're ants. That's what you need to get out of this. 12 seconds and you're fucked. You know, I like some of these things. So, like I said, the settings in this movie was good. The flow of the action was pretty good. The pacing was good. I think the ending to the movie, I'm not going to get into it. It was good, but you expected great out of the ending. You know what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't a bad ending. It was a good ending. But you expected a great ending, and you got left with a good ending. You kind of wanted more out of it. But that's just my opinion. And so having said all this, I'm going to rate this film a 4 out of 5. It is definitely worth going to see. I mean, I kind of wish it was rated R, this movie, because there would be, you know, there were some scenes where I would have liked to see gore out of this movie, but you really don't get to see it. This is PG-13. Hollywood, stop making PG-13 horror films, period. Anyway, but, you know, I dug it. So 4 out of 5 for me, definitely worth going to see. I, however, didn't get to see it in 3D. I missed that showing, so I saw it in 2D, so I can't give you if it was worth in 3D or not. So that's up to you. But that's enough out of me. So click it up if you like it, comment if you must, and please, please, please subscribe if you can. And this is Alert Wolf signing out.